Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Sea Monkey. Oh my gosh, it worked. I've been looking for magnetite for over 6. Are we on episode 7? We need water. Okay, that completely disrupted the intro I was going to do there, but welcome back to Subnautica. Guys, let's get some food and water here. I was just going to let you know, we are starting to get a little bit cramped inside of this base here. So I think it's time that we start to build another one. And I have something incredible planned for this episode. I have a lot of water, more than I realized. Let's drink some of this here. I already have a place picked out where I want to move to. Now, keep in mind, our game has changed. We now have magnetite. That means we can actually make the scanner room HUD chip now. So all I need is a computer chip. So let's go ahead and make that now, or at least see what is required to make that. Okay, so we need table, coral sample, gold, and copper wire. So I have plenty of extra copper wire. One thing to note is I have a ton of resources already in Chug-a-Luggin, our sea truck. Is it back here? Oh yeah, it is back here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this into this locker here. But yeah, I have most of all the resources we're gonna need to build our base, so that is nice. I already have kind of a blueprint set. However, let's go get the necessary materials to make this computer chip. I am so excited. We're finally gonna be able to use a scanner room. One of you guys said in the comments section that if I pin the computer chip, there's a good chance, or at least a chance, that a sea monkey can come up to me and give me one of the resources I have pinned. So I'm very curious how much more time it's going to take to get more magnetite, because I did have something else potentially in mind for this episode, but it's going to require 2 additional pieces of magnetite. So we'll see what happens there. I can't believe it happened that quick, but I am very happy about that. So now we just need table coral sample. Here's some right here. Another valuable tip there. You guys said I can actually leave the sea truck faster if I just point it down. We'll see if I can get back in the habit of doing that. And then we just need 1 more piece of gold. See if there's something here in this little cave crevice area. Oh God, no, don't kill me. I'm a visitor, I promise. Oh, here we go. Okay, give me gold, baby. There it is. That was actually way easier than I thought. No, there's another one. All right, so let's get back in the sea truck here. We'll head back to headquarters and get our very first scanner room HUD chip made, allowing us to finally use the scanner room. So excited. Can't put it into words. Okay, so let's make this computer chip here. There we go. It's been kind of crazy trying to find resources on my own without a scanner room. It makes it so much harder. And so this is going to make my life so much easier. And it's perfect timing that we're starting to move now, because I'm actually pretty curious if we're going to run into brand new resources we haven't seen before, or resources we don't see very often now that we're moving to this new biome. So let's... Oh, another piece of magnetite. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces of magnetite. Well, I guess we only have 1 now because we used it for the scanner HUD chip. That's okay. I need 1 more piece of magnetite, and I actually think we will be able to do what I had planned for this episode. Wasn't quite sure, but this is working out way better than expected. So let's see if we can get 1 more. All right, so I'm going to put this piece of magnetite we just got into storage, and maybe that will give me a better chance of getting another piece of magnetite from the sea monkey, because it won't be in my inventory. Oh my gosh, I just got frozen. I hate when this happens. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh, the sea monkey has something for me. Oh, another piece of magnetite. Let's go. That's our 3rd one. Okay, perfect. So now we have those last 2 pieces of magnetite that we needed in order to make this special thing I can't tell you about just yet. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the sea truck. We'll get hooked up to our modules here, and we'll head off to this biome I want to build at. I think you guys are going to really like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the tree spires biome. This is it. This is where I want to build at. It's a little dangerous. I think the last time we were here, we died a few times, but we also found that weird looking jellyfish. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but that's where we were able to find that spiral plant. And there it is right there. I thought this place looks so cool, especially if we make some sort of like glass base where we can see through everything. So I think this could be really cool. We just got to find a little location here where we have plenty of room to build. So let's take around a little bit.
Detected in mineral-rich fissure below.
Ooh, okay. That brings up actually a really good point. One thing I read about this place is it's a good place to have a thermal plant, because the thermal plants feed off really, really hot temperature. And so my issue was I didn't have magnetite to make a thermal plant. Although, not only would it be extremely efficient to build down here with that, but it would be something completely new because even in Subnautica 1, I've never used the thermal plant before. So I'm super excited that we were able to use the magnetite. Shout out to this person in the comment section for leaving me that tip because I just could not find it for the life of me. Ow. Stay away from me. I don't need you near me. This is the only dangerous part about this biome, or these scary monsters. I think this should do in terms of putting a thermal plant here. We're at 20 degrees Celsius, which is roughly around 60-something degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. So it should be warm enough that we can harness some energy from it. Now, as you can see, we're at 420 meters, and that poses a slight problem. So you can see we have these large resources down here, and this is going to be great for resource hunting with our prawn suit. However, we don't have a prawn suit made yet, and if we are to make a prawn suit, its base crush depth is 400 meters. So if we build it, we're gonna have to build it strategically in a spot that's gonna like fall at maybe 400 meters or higher than that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get the necessary materials to get kind of the basic foundations made. Not actual foundations, but just like the basic buildings. So we're gonna need plenty of titanium here and titanium ingots, which I have 2 here. All right, so now that we have all the necessary resources, let's go ahead and start building here. This is going to be kind of weird to do off the cuff, but I think we can do it. I'll set the moon pool here, and I'll start to build around this. This and the large room are going to be our biggest things. Let's go ahead and add our multi-purpose room here. I'm thinking the multi-purpose room will kind of be like the central hub, just kind of almost similar to our other base. But let's go ahead and get the large room now set up. That will go right here. Does that connect? I think I see. Yep, there's the tube right there. Okay, perfect. We'll put the large room here. Looking good so far. Kind of, not really. So let's go here and let's just add a reinforcement right here. Now, I do want to add windows onto this base. I think that's going to make it look really cool. So maybe I should have added that reinforcement onto another piece, but we can always do that later. But we're looking good now. So let's go ahead and add the third part, which is the scanner room, which I should finally be able to use. There we go. Okay, our hull strength is now at 2.1, which means we probably will have to make one more reinforcement. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Get off, get off. That's not good. All right, let's get out of here. Our sea truck is really hurt right now. You're probably wondering why I'm in my sea truck right now. We ran out of lithium, and I needed to get a little bit more. Wow, I think that's the first time I've ever encountered that creature. I'm not exactly sure what that was. Let's get up a little bit higher here. I need to hop out here and repair that. That was freaky, dude. Oh my gosh. Someone called it in the comment section, though. They're like, I'm surprised you haven't run into too many leviathans or monsters or anything. I'm like, I know. It's been crazy. And there you go. We almost just completely destroyed our sea truck in a matter of like 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to being dead right now. It's not even funny. Oh no. Get in through the door. Get in through the door. I think I barely made it. Okay, let me drink this. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Wow. Okay, so we'll finish down here, I believe. We just need one more hull reinforcement. Now, I'm curious, can we just put that anywhere on the base? Because if I can, okay. Maybe I'll put the hull reinforcement, like, on the moon pool. Let's go ahead and add the thermal plant, which I'm not exactly sure how close or far away this can be from the base. Here we go. Green must be good. Let's do that here. I believe this should, there we go. Okay, yeah. So it's close enough. So yeah, I think we're starting to get power now. I don't know if we're going to need more than one of these. Hopefully not. We can go in and check. Let's see this little red bar here. Charge 250. So I don't know if that's good or bad. So we might have to move the base up just a little bit north in order to get the heat that we need to power this base, which kind of sucks, but I think as long as we can find an open platform there. Alrighty, we got the base set up. We had to move it just a little bit more up north next to like these bigger thermal vents, but we got the thermal plant down. It is working perfectly, 49 degrees Celsius. It looks like we can get hotter than that, which means we might have to end up making another thermal plant. Hopefully not, but we'll see. The last thing we got to do here is just finish making this hatch, And we do need to make a couple repairs here. All right, so all the damages have been repaired. This is looking pretty good here. We have the moon pool, scanner room, and large room here. Now, I am going to follow one of your guys' advice and put partitions in here and make this into like smaller rooms, smaller areas. But as you can see at the top here, we are gaining power. At least I think. We're hovering around 184 and slowly going up, so that's good. Let's go ahead and head back to the sea truck because we're going to go to our next objective here. But just before we do, I obviously want to make a beacon so that we can find our way back here easily. So let's do that now. Now, of course, with the beacon being made, we're going to have to come up with a beacon name or a base name. So if you guys have a good idea for a name for this base, let me know in the comment section below. For now, I'll just name this the Tree Spires Base. So if you don't know, from last episode, we found Margaret's base location, and upon entering into Margaret's base, she treated me kindly, and just a good old time, good old friendship. You know, she almost killed me, but she left us with a quest. We're supposed to create this test override module, which requires a parallel processing unit. I know, advanced words, they sound smart. And to find the last parallel processing unit, we have 2 out of 3 fragments found. We're gonna have to go to the other Mercury 2 position. I guess the Mercury 2 was split up into 2 or more locations, and one of you guys told me in the comments section that it is south to southeast of the current location I was at last episode. So that's this right here. So from here, we gotta head south-southeast. Ooh, this is actually probably a little bit smaller than the other one, which is actually good news for me. In fact, oh, we've actually been here before. Got it. Okay. We've been here. We've scanned the prawn suits. We just never did any full exploration, mainly due to oxygen. But now I know to use the oxygen plants. I don't know quite why it didn't last time, but let's go ahead and start doing a little searching. We are going to need our laser cutter, so let's go ahead and bring that down. I mean, these large locations are always scary because it's all about oxygen management and staying close to oxygen plants, which, if you guys know me, I'm not very good at. Oh, here's some food and water. Another crate. We'll take that.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Lots of resources. That's good. I'm going to need an oxygen plant here. Hopefully there's one close by. Here we go.
Oxygen. Warning.
Oh, here we go.
Seconds of oxygen
I think this
remaining.
is it. Let's scan this. Parallel processing unit. That was so fast, and we didn't even have to use.
Need to build the test override module, and I can disable that satellite tower.
Sweet. Ooh, oxygen. No. Yep, we're dead. We're totally dead. Oh my gosh. And that's why I don't like exploring these wrecks without ultra high capacity tanks, but that's okay. We got the parallel processing unit, which we needed. So let's go ahead and head to the Delta station here, and we will craft the test module required to disable the communications tower for Margaret. And then as soon as we do that, we will head back to her base. In addition to getting some of the blueprints and things that we missed around that area, we will talk to her and see if she'll be our friend now that we've proved we're not a part of Altera. Oh, here's a little base. Have we seen this before? I don't think we have. This looks unopened. Huh. No way.
New blueprint synthesized.
That's crazy, dude. Oh my gosh. I literally was just coming over here because I need a table coral sample, which I got. Here's another one too. I'll grab this. And then I just saw this little place. I was like, this kind of looks familiar. I feel like we've explored this already. But sure enough, we have not. Here's some water. We'll definitely take that. And a builder fragment. So let's go ahead and head back into the sea truck. I can't believe we found that. We were just talking about how we needed the ultra high capacity tank to continue exploring more of the Mercury 2. All right, we have made it to the Delta station here. So what I'm going to do is play a PDA here that we found at the previous location. And upon listening to it, I'm going to make the parallel processing unit and test override module.
My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the discovery clause. Let's see Stephanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
Okay, so we've made it to the Delta station here, and the communications tower is just right here, so we can actually use our test override module finally. I kind of thought that would take us a lot longer to make that and find the blueprints for it, but we've actually, telling you, my luck, we've done it. We've gotten quite a bit done this episode, which I'm happy about. But let's do this. Let's connect it and see what happens. This is for you, Margaret. If I get in a lawsuit for this, you're coming with me.
Great. Now back to the terminal.
Okay, so we got to go back to the terminal. What does she mean by terminal? Oh, we're supposed to go back to this thing. Enter test mode.
Do it. Please work.
Come on. Oh yeah, baby.
Yes. Satellite is down.
It's good. I thought that was a bad sign.
That was most resourceful.
Okay, well, we did it. And we're about to get hypothermia. So let's see if we can't get into this building, get a little bit warm. Almost killed myself for Margaret. But I guess that's what friendship costs, right? Oh, Margaret's calling. Hello?
All right, Altera. You win this round. Come find me at my greenhouse. I'm about 1 kilometer east of your position up on an iceberg. I have a present for you.
I'll come by if I have time.
Sure, whatever. If you have time for me in your busy social calendar.
I like it. Well, she's happy. Although I don't know how she got my number. I never gave it to her. But I guess Margaret knows all things. I need to make my way down to Chug-a-Lug in here. And of course, like you would expect, we got to go back to Margaret's place. And hopefully this time her dog, or whatever it was she trained, doesn't try to kill me. Okay, so we are heading east of the Delta station. That is where Margaret said she was. Delta 775. Okay, so we got about 200 more meters to go here. I did actually go all the way to her base because I'm not a great listener. And I thought she was there. It was locked. However, I did get some good news out of that.
Inactive volcano detected nearby.
Inactive volcano? That's not good. I did find the water filtration suit blueprint, so that's good. That was right outside her base, but I was kind of hoping I would be able to go inside her base because you guys said I missed a blueprint in there. So hopefully I'll be able to go back there at some point and get that. Well, her greenhouse should be around here somewhere. I wonder if it's down here. There's an architect artifact down here. I guess we could check this out while we're nearby. This is probably more for Alan than for Margaret. Ooh.
Another site found. Perhaps its data will tell me something useful.
Perhaps. Okay, let's get out here. And I need to actually repair this thing. I mean, we're getting pretty close to destroying it if we're not careful. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. There we go. Now let's come down here. We are really running low on batteries. Running very, very low. What's this? Oh, ion cube. We'll take that. And let's scan this architect artifact. Ground sampler. We'll grab this other ion cube. Oh, Alan's calling. Here we go. I was wondering why he didn't say anything.
How do humans function with such a fallible and inferior body?
Excuse you?
Yeah.
My body is anything but inferior.
Yeah, it's a little messed
I
up.
work hard for my body to be able to do what it does.
Yes, but its overall form is not ideal. For example, consider its use of primitive ball and socket joints.
Is there anything you don't find primitive? Humans bartered with evolution to get more brain wrinkles and opposable thumbs.
It is true the opposable thumb is excellent, but all corporeal forms are temporary. The ability to be reborn when a body breaks down is paramount.
My body is my own and I cherish it. It grows with me. Humans have one life. We plant trees we can never experience the shade of. We build for the next generation.
Noble, but again, truly inefficient.
You are incredibly frustrating, you know that?
I hope to see the forms of my people again.
That's his response. Hey, you're really frustrating to talk to. I hope to talk to my people. We are having quite a bit of trouble. This is not good. That's not good at all. Well, we've just ran out of power somehow. Or no, okay, we're back online. What is happening? I think it's like destroying our power source. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here right now. All right, I think we have finally made it, guys. That took so much longer than I expected. I don't know why, but I just could not find this place for some reason. It just, I think I went directly east, and it was kind of not directly east. It was slightly south, but we finally found it, so that's good. That is a huge bone carcass. Wow. Not surprised, though. Let's go in here and see if we can't find Margaret. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, I see the fog was just kind of covering it. Oh, this is cool looking. I'm pretty sure we already have this build, right? This is just a large room, I'm guessing. Sweet. Hey, Margaret, it's your best friend. Remember, I'm the guy who took down the
Damn satellite hasn't passed by in a while. I guess that was your doing.
Sam's not the only one in the family who knew what to do with vague directions in old wire.
She was an original, that sister of yours. First time I met her, I was sure she was Altera through and through. Not a crease in her uniform. Sending those damn bird bots to spy everywhere. Then, she surprised me. Maybe a little too much.
Meaning?
If you really want to know, there's a PDA on the bench that can point you in the right direction.
Oh, dang.
You need anything else? Don't bother me. But you can help yourself at the greenhouse. Least I can do to repay you for getting those spine pests off my back.
This is awesome looking. There's a lot of plants in here. I'd love to have my own greenhouse at some point. Here's a Chinese potato. Can never go wrong with those. Ooh, marble melons. Those are in this game too. I missed those. Preston's plant. Scan that as well. Can we eat this? Do you mind, Margaret? I'm going to eat all your crops. Here's that PDA she was talking about, along with a nutrient block and disinfected water. There's 2 PDAs. We'll hold on to those. And here's a wall planer. That's another blueprint we haven't seen. Spicy fruit salad. That is the salad you guys were talking about in the comments section that we need to make. Interior grow bed. Ooh. Okay, we needed that actually. That's going to be super useful for our home. I've been waiting to find the blueprint for that for a while. But yeah, we've made so much progress this episode. I am very, very happy with everything that we've gotten done. And it looks like one of our next objectives for next episode is to get planting. But hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, drop a like. It helps out the channel. I'm a small channel, and if you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. Ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one.